This morning, sun kissed my face. Grab my coffee, life's a fast-paced race. I know. I put on my shoes, but no time to waste. Headed out the door, no stress, no stress. I'm feeling good now. But my groove is sick. A brand new day, just let's begin. Easy Monday motivation. Who knows what to do? Feels good. Don't try to slow it down. We keep moving to the sound. Easy Monday motivation. In the rhythm, it's deep in my soul. Fantastic energy got me in control. Oh, hear the beat drop, you know we won't stop. Trust the process, climb me to the top, the top. We're in the air, so I need some more. Each step forward, easy Monday motivation. Every day we touch new ground, positive. My body that's on one joint, right? Feel the line. Easy Monday motivation. We are all about you. So feels good. If the feels good, no time to slow it down. We keep moving to the sound. Easy Monday motivation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Easy Monday Motivation. It is your boy E. We are in the place to be. We got a different setup today. I know you guys aren't used to this. This is the first time we tried to do this. We are in person. We are live all together for the first time. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing over there on the couch?
What's up? We made it. I feel like the song never would have made it, but we did. We made it. No. Wrong genre, wrong time. I'm trying to mix things together. You know what I'm saying? Wrong
but
time.
But it's real comfy over here too.
It is.
I mean, and I love having you guys sitting in that comfortable spot. Thank you so much for being here. You know, it's typically 3 boxes and a bunch of conversation, but today we actually got to meet up with each other and,
that's right,
and kind of hang out, and that led to today. We're shooting live from location. We're at the Scotch with Eve bar. I got some at the lounge. Don't mind me. I got my little finger gun.
Wait a minute. Right. Where did that come from? Why'd you give us some?
That's his Avengers jump.
Oh, okay. I missed all of that.
The rest of us ain't got Infinity.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's to celebrate Halloween.
Oh, that's
so for Halloween, I had the Infinity figures. I was dressed as a zombie Star-Lord, so it was really fun. I got to go out there in the world and scare children out of dropping that candy.
Oh my God!
Then I wore my Thanos 2024 for President Star-Lord jacket. It was off the chain. People did try to attack me, but it was okay. It was wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I just snapped them out of the hell of my way.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do.
Because I do conceptually. Oh my God. They can't see you.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't see you. I appreciate. Can you see them live? They cannot see
they
you.
Can see those little lights.
Oh man, they need to turn the lights off to see the lights. That is just not.
I'm not setting the mood in here.
You're not.
Scotchy is not today. If we do Club Scotchy, maybe at the end.
No, he said the lights. He said the lights.
No,
I'm sorry. No, not the lights.
No.
My bad.
Invite people into your house.
Never.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but hey, it's always great to be here with you guys. It's wonderful to be live. We are in November.
Yes.
We are so excited for this month. There's so many different things
we're
going to be able to cover this month. Number one, I would be remiss if I didn't check in with you guys to see how your week has been, what's been going on. CT, you had a lot of stuff going on.
You did.
Johnny, I'm going to come to you first.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you lead into the conversation for CT. So, Johnny, what's going on?
Okay, so first of all,
Johnny, what you got?
No, it's not time for that yet. Okay, so November is me and my sister. Oh, and my daughter.
Yep.
She's not watching. So my sister's birthday. This is our birthday month. So this is the big deal. Yeah. So I expect presents.
Oh.
From
all three of y'all. Because Cam is here too. So I want presents.
Oh,
I'll take food, drinks, money, whatever.
Wait,
and I know Lisha agrees.
You go for it. I've already given you drinks.
Oh yeah, you did.
And
I didn't bring anything this time either.
Just lost.
Hey, check E. Check E.
Right.
Sis was like, we gonna rock with y'all live tonight. We gonna do it real free flow. How we go? She said you look cute.
Thank you.
She didn't say E look cute. She didn't say I look cute. She said you look cute. That just doesn't feel right.
But y'all want to know why I'm like looking like this today?
Yeah,
why do you look like this?
Because there was an event today.
Oh, wait for it.
To honor a very special person in our lives. He is he's closing out, was it 7 years?
7 years.
At the company we work for.
Whew.
And he was saying, look, I ain't gonna front though. CT almost had me in tears today.
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah, you almost had me in tears
though.
today, brother. You almost had me in tears today, though. Just giving shout outs to people. But for real, all joking aside, like the impact that you made, there's no way that we can put it into words. But what I was thinking of is when we first met, as you were standing up there, Jen introduced us.
Yes.
And I remember like I was saying something like, I have something to say. And he was like, I can tell you have something to say. But I'll always say that you're one of those people that was I didn't meet and you changed the trajectory of my career, but you were always supposed to be there. So long before we ever met, I was always supposed to meet you, and that's what was choking me up. Because as I was standing there looking at you, and I was like, I don't think I'm about to cry today. But it was such a blessing to be able to be there, see all the people show you love, all that great stuff.
You know, it's funny you say that because listening to him tell the story about his journey, the way that he kind of described meeting the people when he was supposed to meet them, it was the craziest thing.
That's
ever
what it was.
Because, like, I look back, you already know what I'm thinking. Like, I look back a year ago, it's like,
I know
when people say certain things is meant to be, right?
Yeah.
Like, they say God will throw things at you.
Yeah.
He will give you what you need or put the people in the space that you need.
That's right.
Like, in that moment when me and CT kind of ran across each other in like just fun situations that we were running into, we had no idea. We were like, all right, there's other things that we are also interested in that we would want to collaborate on. Like, not in those initials, but in the look, we fast forward to all the things we've gone through and all of the random things that we've done together at this point. Mm-hmm. It makes sense that you're sitting where you are today and we're having the conversations that we're having. And I would even beg to say the same thing with you, Johnny.
Say that.
Speaking about all of the interactions and things that we've done in our careers and our time together, like leading to a space where we can have candid conversations in a more exclusive way. Yeah. It makes sense. Yep. Because we've had a lot of great conversations leading into it. So no, I definitely agree with you. TT, I just have to say, man, it was amazing to be there to support you in that moment. There's no words that could ever capture the type of impact that a person like you had in someone's life. Like literally. That's right. I would not be doing podcasting if I didn't meet you. Yeah, I wouldn't either. To really think like, oh yeah, this is an avenue where I should be focusing my voice and putting my aspirational, motivational spin on life for other people. Where my voice can transcend the things that matter to other people, right? Like, I wouldn't think about that. Yeah. But now I know better, right? So, CT, I want to come to you to see how you been. What's been going on with you? You had a really emotional day. Fill us in.
There are two things that come to mind after what you just said. What you just said was, they know better. That's what I heard you just say. And what I heard Johnny say was, long ago and so far away. I fell in love with this EMM family. That's what I feel like I heard recently, at least based on what's going on now. What I recognize is, thank you for the feed, sis. We got some. Listen, this is why technology is amazing, and it ain't.
It ain't.
So E's gonna join us because the other mic ain't working the way we need to. So we about to be real intimate and connected.
Hey, it's my space. I'm good to this, man. Look, we doing this, man.
Yeah, don't move that.
Do I sound good?
Don't move that. Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I was trying to make it better, y'all.
Hold on,
Can you hear me better now? It's probably too much now because I'm too close. We perfect?
Yeah, everybody
good.
said be quiet.
Everybody in there.
Like nobody said that.
Everybody said be quiet. No, everybody said be quiet. Everybody said be quiet.
Oh my God.
You done moved to the couch.
That's right. And look, and listen, EMM family.
We move over. Hold on. Let me move over.
I have legs. I know most of the time. No, I'm good. I like this.
No, you gotta move over so they can hear you and see you.
A little bit taller than you. I think everybody see me.
You are always taller than me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is why we do this pod from different locations, because I can't understand why this person treats me the way that he does. I need y'all to thank you, baby. Long ago. Thank you, mama. I got you, baby. And so what I would tell you is that the most amazing thing about the current station of my life is that I have relationship with some of the most incredible people in the world, not just like in Columbus, but in the world. And the fact that I get a chance to spend time with the two of you all every week, even though we may be virtual, the reality is that my life is shaped and formed by the people that I know. And so I'm deeply appreciative that tonight some folks came out. The room was full.
It was full.
Like the room was full. Like y'all showed me mad love. But what's always been true is that, and I said it tonight, is that the reason why I can do what I do the way that I do it is because of y'all. And so
but that's so dope.
You know,
I think that's so dope though, CT, because you are so authentic and true to who you are and your purpose. It's clear that you're aligned with your purpose because everybody that was there felt like they had a special connection with you. And people wanted to take time and actually, share with you. I mean, you were in deep conversations with people and everybody feels that way about you. And yet you were greeting each and every person the same way. And I think that's incredibly important. That you're just walking in your purpose and the impact you have on people.
The genius of true leadership is the ability to be present. And no matter who you're talking to, no matter what the circumstance is, that every time you get the opportunity to be in front of other human beings, if you can honor them by being present in that moment, then nothing else in that moment matters. Yeah. And it doesn't mean you got to remember what it is that happened in that moment, as long as they remember that in that moment, they knew you were there with and for them. Yeah, and that's the genius of what I believe God has gifted with me, is that when I'm with you in that moment. And sometimes the downside of it is that when that moment is over, that moment is over. And so if I'm not specific about making sure we have a quick follow-up and making sure that there's something to return on it, I'm not trying to think about there's a long-term thing we have to establish. This is about you are with me in this moment. Let's be there. And because we are there, there's a richness that comes with the relationship of the moment that doesn't require that I need to have something that is long-standing, that has a follow-up in it. And that oftentimes is the danger of the challenge that we run into with regard to leadership and connection and relationship. Sometimes a relationship is all about being present in that moment. I don't need anything else. So I got to establish what the relationship is. So I think that the journey for me is that I've been able to find multiple layers and levels of what relationship means and what it looks like. And for you all, it wasn't just about the moment, but it was about the moments that we've had and the consistency of how we continue together, which has made it rich for me. So, yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you had today. I know it was bittersweet, but it only sets up
dark chocolate.
Yeah.
I know you can't understand that, you and Johnny, but that's all right. Like dark chocolate. That's all right. Keep going.
I definitely get it. I definitely get the fact that it's a journey, right?
Yeah.
There's always a journey in meeting people, understanding how to connect with them in those moments, being present so that you never miss out on the truth of those moments. Right?
Yes.
And I will say that you are somebody who has done a very good job of shaping the truth of moments with other people so that they can walk away from those moments with you enriched. Right. And there's not a lot of people who go around enriching people. Yeah. And you said something today that I think kind of goes to one of the things that we have to talk about today. So some of the subjects that we have today, masking off of voting, paying homage to Halloween, and then going into the other conversation for the month. It's just interesting to say, like, you have always consistently tried to plant seeds and water seeds in the space that you've been in, right? Yeah. So I want to make sure that it's very, very transparent to everybody around you and with you that the biggest thing that people don't understand about you is you care more about everyone around you mostly than yourself. And we know that from many seasons of conversations where you would choose water over your Sprite. So I'm very happy to see that you're starting to be enriched in return in your practice. Because that's the thing that a lot of people give a lot, but they don't receive. And all of the things you've been pouring into people now, you literally caught it. I'm watching all of the sprouts that I planted now turn into trees, right? And these trees now have grown leaves, and these leaves are bearing fruit. And I'm watching these fruit fall off the tree and then help other people grow. And you've done that in an expansive amount of time, right? We can't say it's small because it's been integral to all of these little pieces that you've built on yourself to be impactful in every situation, to get you to a place where you said, you know what? I see that my impact now is greater than the space that I'm in. So I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a beautiful thing. So yes, I'm checking in. I'm checking in with my man, CT. Okay, now let's go. So all right, so me, ladies and gentlemen, I know we did a lot of checking in. This is a long check-in today.
We ain't checked in on the fish. We ain't checked in on Lemmy.
Yeah, I know.
Like other things.
Yeah, because you talking about y'all. That's my turn. So now
but we are us, not just you.
That is true. We are a we.
We are we. Because we are motivation. We are motivation. We are. Come on. Let's go.
What? We are. So, all right. So the fish tank is okay, but my goofy fish have pulled one of the ornaments up and it floats around now because they like swimming around it. It's weird. But it's okay. I want to do another deep clean. I did switch everything out. It looks pretty good. And Lemmy is doing pretty good. So, I mean, I can't complain. As the plant father, he's doing really good. Myself, I'm doing overall really good. I'll be in Miami on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to some time away.
I know a couple people are going to be there.
Okay. Miami.
Yeah. We got a conference going on. There's a couple of things I need to do.
Oh, yes.
So that big thing. I look forward to next year. Hopefully, I'll get another opportunity to attend in another capacity, supporting someone else in their core beliefs of themselves. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw
as a speaker.
Well, hopefully at some point, I may be onboarded and talk to actually refine my chaos.
Come on,
just mayhem, and then maybe I can coach people.
That sounds like a company to me.
It does sound like a company. But
Chaos LLC.
I know, right? Oh my.
Hey, Chaos LLC, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want y'all to know today's episode is brought to you in part by
Folgers, the best part of waking. No, I'm saying no, but you got it.
You had to, didn't you?
I did.
I was gonna say good food, good company, and Canadian whiskey, but
Folgers in your cup. Okay. I'm sorry.
So no,
is that a new sponsor? Ladies and gentlemen, no, it's not. Okay, I was just checking with Cam family. That's Cam not a sponsor.
Like, definitely not.
My bad.
So technically, I would like to.
This is why we can't be together. Go ahead, E.
That is true. You are worse when we're together. So no, I mean I do.
And because this was my last day.
It was.
So
I know you're lit.
And Cam said that I was not going to be obedient tonight.
No, he did.
He did.
He was right.
And so I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do what Cam said that I need to do. Hold on, where Melanie at? Because Melanie's the only person that keeps me in line. Since Melanie isn't here.
How are you saying yes and you ain't even got your phone?
I do have my phone. What are we talking about tonight?
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to know that
I know. I don't know if our followers or watchers are following what, but we're having a good time.
They are. I think they love it.
I think they're probably entertained because they've never seen us together, and as watching this chemistry, it's probably very interesting.
Like, share, subscribe, tell them all the things.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to plug, but you just did it. So make sure that you're liking, sharing, turn on notification bells, and subscribing. But today's conversation, is a 3-parter. But the first 2 pieces are just small pieces, and then we're going to open up our conversation for our generational conversation.
Melanie said we like siblings.
Definitely.
Am I the older brother? God. Am I the younger brother? I can't decide.
So
I can't. You're your cousin. What you mean? You're not my generation. You are.
I'm not.
We literally are.
You are. Melanie, I couldn't decide how old you were. How old are you? How old are you?
Not 50.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
43.
Yeah.
I know. So what generation are you? Your cousin G.
I'm about 7 years younger.
You were.
I'm good. I'm fine.
What age are you?
I'm a millennial. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does because the Easy Monday motivationers want to know.
I don't think they care
because you keep calling me old, and they don't like it. They don't like that you keep saying we're not in the same generation.
The word old.
Listen.
Okay, so hold up. All right, so
Johnny.
All right, so check this out,
Johnny.
All right, check this out.
Yes.
What year were you born?
I'm not telling you first.
Okay. So that shows you. That shows you that you're older than me because you're not willing to say it. Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about the topics now. Number one, I want to get off the first topic.
Okay.
Mel said you're a millennial. Thank you, baby. You are older than. Hey, come on.
Mel.
Come on, babe.
Thank you.
Come on, babe.
I'm not even close.
Come on, babe. Come on, babe.
Older brother.
Come on, babe.
Older brother, big bro.
Babe, we pick sides, babe. We pick sides.
Big bro.
I need you to pick sides, babe.
Anyway,
come on, babe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to hit this right here. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. My mama put my actual birthday on there.
Of course
she is.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Mama, he won't tell it. Let me tell it.
Okay. He won't tell it. Let me tell it.
Let me tell it.
Real talk.
Italy. Play card, Mom. Okay, so I just wanted to say that.
I think we should change whatever the episode this is because I feel like we should just go down this generational line right now.
I want to make sure that
because we are feeding into. What is your birthday?
The 15th.
Of what?
This month.
What is
November
this month?
15th. Just in case y'all did this. Wait, I didn't mention it at the top.
You didn't, Johnny. Daggone it, Johnny.
You don't know what month it is?
I know what month it is.
Why are we listening to you?
Because I'm the big brother.
You don't know what month it is.
Because I'm the big brother. That's what they said.
Okay, you must be the big brother because you know, as certain people like get to a certain age and start forgetting things.
Your cousin Leroy. What are you talking about? I have not forgotten anything.
Leroy never forget his calendar.
Oh my gosh, this place fluff. Don't start no fluff. Won't be no older. Fluff. You are older than Eric. You are generationally significant. All right, what are we talking about today?
Hi, guys. Today we're going to be talking about not this BS
awesome.
That he was saying. I don't know in that.
Awesome.
So no, I really do just want to.
This is the best episode I've ever been a part of.
All together.
Yeah.
First, guys, it's easier to do this when I'm alone.
It is.
It's so much easier to do this when I'm alone. I just want you to know that I'm the chaotic guy, but I'm the straight guy. But you guys have
You're not real chaos. You've not met you haven't met real chaos. I know Cam is over all of this. You right, babe. You right.
Thank you.
You right.
Thank
you right, babe.
All right, so what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yes.
First, I want to just check in and be like, how was y'all's Halloween? How was Halloween? Did you celebrate? Listen.
I did.
Did you? What you do?
Tell us.
So I went out with my girl. I have to respond to Mel that I just wanted Mel to know that I was trying to behave.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't. Y'all didn't hear her before the show started. And I'm so sorry that Johnny shows one thing on one thing and one or the other. I'm telling the truth. I'm because the Easy Monday motivationers want to know the truth. And Johnny, for 3 seasons, has been given some version of herself. You've not been the best version of yourself, Johnny. It's okay.
I'm
Go
not.
ahead. You're not. No, you've not. Look, wait. We don't do authenticity, do we? We just do best versions. It's okay. Her corporate self.
Oh, someone is letting it.
I am
your last week.
It is. Cam said, y'all should not let Chris on this show.
I know.
Post JP Morgan. I'm sorry. Did I say it right now?
Whose idea was it?
Post the organization that I work for.
Whose idea was it to have after CT celebration to come over here and have this?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be good. I'm good.
It's too late.
So Mel, come get me. I'm
saying. Doesn't matter now.
No. So I was listening to you tell me what you did.
I know because you're a good listener.
You are.
So you may continue. I am an excellent listener.
I'm sorry.
Know that.
I'll be quiet for the next 23 seconds.
I'm asking what you did for Halloween. Now we answer.
So I don't know. I feel really embarrassed.
So you went out with your
shy. So we went out. So my youngest is. I really feel like she's at the age now. She's a little too old to be trick or treating. So they were just like,
"What's the age?" Wait.
Well, I take that back.
EMM family. No. What age are you too old to trick or treat? Because I'm gonna do it at 80.
I don't think she's too old, but she is at that age where she's not dressing up in full costume.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just like all black with like red paint. It's supposed to be blood.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had a good time. So me and my oldest Jay, we just kind of walked around, followed her.
Mm.
And it was this neighborhood. There was a house in the neighborhood that had a haunted like house and tunnel, and it was lightly scary.
Okay, so you had fun though.
It was fun.
Okay. All right, so CT, how was your Halloween?
See, I feel like I can't even talk. I feel like I'm being judged.
You're not. CT, how was your Halloween?
Keep being judged, Johnny.
I am
like you are being judged. Like, no, it's not good to be judged.
How was your Halloween?
So Mel, so I was out of town. I flew in on the worst. Like, this was literally the worst travel experience I've had in 7 years. So I finally get in, but then I had a commitment to meet with some people. Mm-hmm. So I flew in, got home after, I'm not going to do it. Flew in, and then Mel, thank you, baby. Mel, her dad, his wife, gave candy to the kids. Okay. I was meeting with some people, so I missed the whole experience. But they did it, and what I heard is it was fantastic. It was a great time. You missed it? No, I didn't.
Because we know how you feel about Halloween.
Yeah,
how you know? I ain't say it out loud.
Yes,
how you know? I
talked about it last Halloween, man.
We did.
That was a year ago. Maybe I changed my mind, Cam. Maybe I changed how I feel about it.
The way you feel about Oliver.
Why are you gonna bring Oliver into it?
My man Oliver.
What is wrong?
Have we ever been dressed up in a Halloween costume?
Y'all need to ask Melanie that. Now,
has Oliver ever been respected by Chris on Halloween? Different question. We don't have to answer that. So I do want to ask this question. Now, my Halloween was pretty fun. I dressed up as Zombie Star-Lord. My lady dressed up as Zombie Gamora.
Your lady?
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna move forward. We have. I was gonna ask, what was the worst Halloween costume you've ever had to your memory? It can be one that. Sorry, mama. That your mama dressed you up in, or something that you chose or somebody else had chose for you. Worst Halloween costume. EMM family, what is your worst Halloween costume? If you recall, go ahead and put that in the chat. So I can tell y'all mine.
Okay.
Just off rip, right? Okay. So my worst ever Halloween costume was when I took a stamp and I like stamped puppy like stamps all over me and said that I was the henchman of Cruella DeVille. And I had been run over by 101 down.
You shouldn't tell people that.
Well, that was the only thing I was poor.
How old were you?
Okay. Oh, I was poor. Okay, we didn't have costumes back then, so you had to make them up with your off-school clothes. My mom was in the chat, so I used to stamp myself with stuff and be like, I was ran over by 101 down.
You stamped yourself, though?
With the puppy paw prints. I got a lot of candy that day.
Yeah, I bet you did.
They
felt for you. They felt sorry for him. They did. Listen,
I walked up in my bad clothes with like steps on. It literally looked like I got stomped on by a bunch of. It looked like they were just like they was doing like cowboy dances on me. It was. I didn't even have a pattern where it looked like they ran it one way. I just randomly did it. So I need the EMM family to give us some other comments because that one.
That was bad. That was bad. Man, when I grew up, we didn't do Halloween. We weren't Halloween. Like I remember there was one time where my mom allowed me to be like Superman. And like when we got candy, like I have two sisters and a brother. And we went out one time and we got candy. And when we got that candy, we had to put that candy in a pile together. So it didn't matter how I was dressed and what I got. We were a inclusive household where all of the candy. Now check it. You got to pick out I think it was 10 pieces. And then all the rest of it went into a jar that my mom tried to hide. Listen, Mom, I want to tell you tonight, I'm confessing. I'm going to just let it out. I knew what a jar was. Like, Mom, I want to let you know that I used to get into the candy jar when you weren't watching. Like, this is my confession. Like, I confess tonight that I used to get into the candy jar because you could only pick out 10 pieces from all of us who went out. And the only one I remember was when I was Superman. That's the only one I remember in my life.
So now, see, since we're a different generation, like
my guy went back there.
I just gotta ask, like, was your Superman like that funny looking plastic with the little strap-on thing that went on the back? You remember the little fake mask?
That's what they made back then. What are you talking about? We ain't got AI generated stuff. No, you had the mask and this cape and all the things. That's the fact that he is laughing so hard, like he can't even catch his breath. Because he had one. Because that's what he had.
They wouldn't give me that killer toxic plastic.
Look, listen.
You remember they had the killer toxic plastic that changed the plastic on the costumes. They was killing kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Thank you, Morgan. Thank you for repping me. Like we was together. You understand what I'm talking about. Thank you, Morgan. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you.
So Johnny, what was your costume?
So, like my sister said, like our Aunt Debbie, she always made the best costume. So whether it was just making up our faces, whatever it was, she was the best. She's the reason why I love Halloween because she made it so awesome. Aunt Debbie did.
What's the worst costume Aunt Debbie gave you now?
No, it's not Aunt Debbie.
Okay.
She wasn't involved in this one. But I was supposed to be Janet Jackson from the Escape video.
Oh,
but I feel like I was ahead of my time. They really wasn't. Newman Elementary wasn't even up on it the way they should have been.
She said Newman Elementary.
They weren't up on it.
They weren't ready.
No, I had on a long black jacket. I had my hair in the coldest wrap ever.
Yes.
And then when it was time for everybody to stand up with their costumes with the judging, everybody's just looking at me like, who's
you supposed to be?
Who are you? Like, is this just your? Because I've always been this person. So they're like, you just have on your regular clothes.
Who's that lady?
like a grown woman.
We are laughing way too much for tonight. Like, let's go.
I was myself. That's who I was.
Someone was like, we don't get it.
I've been wearing pants for a long time, y'all. So this literally no.
Oh my god. Okay.
Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever.
All right. So I mean, I wanted to ask.
I was cute though, Alicia. I was cute though. Because now people would get it. I feel like.
No.
Oh.
You always cute, Johnny. That's how you put it out there. That's how you do it.
No. So now the funny thing is, like, there's always people who have bad Halloween costumes. You know what I'm saying? So it's always funny. But I think everybody gets their rotation, right? I just think Halloween is one of those holidays that typically turns out pretty neutral for most people. It's like, oh yeah, it was all right. We pass out candy. Yeah. Or you have a really good time, or you have a really weird time where you like, I don't know about Halloween.
No.
So No, definitely. But I wanted to make sure that we touched on Halloween. But I want to move into the secondary little topic that we want to touch on. It was about taking the mask off of voting. Now we know that the vote is coming up. Mm-hmm. If you haven't voted early, I will say that I did ride by the Franklin County voting location on Morris Road, and the traffic was so bad, and it was backed up across the street. But the Taco Bell was open, so you could get to Taco Bell, but you couldn't vote apparently. So I just really want to call out that the Taco Bell across the street was very empty, but the voting location was very packed. So I'm proud to say that us in Franklin County, people are really making it a point to go vote. Make sure they vote early. So if you haven't or you haven't thought about it, make sure you get out there and vote. Johnny, I know that this is something that's passionate to you.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to leave anybody with? What mask do you want to rip off of people with voting today?
Yeah, thanks, E. I think that's such a great question. I mean, y'all just vote, right? It's our obligation. It's our right. It's what we're supposed to do. So if you haven't already, I did not vote early because it's just something that we do. We vote in person on the day of, whatever. So we'll be going tomorrow morning, and I just encourage everyone to vote. We wake up, we try to be the first ones in line. I don't know. It's something that Terry has about being the first one in line, though. So we have to wake up really early. He wants to be the first and kind of have it like.
I was thinking the same thing he was thinking.
What y'all thinking?
Well, I mean, me personally, I'm thinking Ricky Bobby stuff. Like, if you ain't first, you're last. Shake and bake. That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking the same thing.
Got it. No, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll be there. Voting.
You voted yet? Have you voted yet?
I am reserving my conversation about voting to personal conversations and not making it public whether I have or have not voted, even though you can read my voting record.
What in the entire
I don't know.
did he just actually say?
I don't know.
I know y'all. I'm sorry, EMM. I'm so sorry, EMM.
Have I voted yet?
Why has this gentleman put y'all in? He asked you a question, Johnny. I'm not gonna look at you. I'm not gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at you. He asked you a question. You answered the question. We asked him the same question, and he gave us some politics, some bureaucracy.
Whoa.
Because he's chaos.
That's what I heard.
Hold on, wait.
Some bureaucracy.
Are you telling me that I gave you a political answer?
You did.
Well, maybe I don't want to feed any of your notions about my voting.
Well, we gotta eat, don't we?
Well, yeah, but that's only if I choose to feed the things that you want me to.
But I'm hungry.
Well, guess what?
What?
You can wait until I choose to put something on the plate.
See, now I'm starving.
Well, I will.
Johnny, thank you for the feed you just gave us. But this joker, we in. Hey, let's go. On everything.
Yeah, on everything.
That's hashtag on everything.
Yeah,
Put it out on everything. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, I vote tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Okay, you vote tomorrow. Okay.
If not, I got to go a different place because I'm literally on the line. So I got to go to the Delaware County.
Oh,
That was the hard part for me because of my location.
Yeah.
Like I'm in that weird spot where it's like, where do I go? And it was like, well, technically you're on this line, so I got to go to Delaware.
Babe, hold on. Do you see Mel? She said,
yes, ma'am.
Listen,
no, it's not gonna be me. It's not gonna be me.
Look, I told Cam at the beginning of the pod he needed to put an E in front of the pod because at some point in time, Eric was going to get explicit or Johnny because Johnny,
no, not me.
Johnny secretly.
I'm so well behaved.
I need y'all in the pod. I need y'all in the pod to be honest. Honest answers only. Johnny is not who she told. Johnny, it's not.
Why expose John?
Because I need the here. I feel the spirit of the pod and the easy Monday motivation of listeners. They're like, Johnny, we want more. We want more. We want more. Okay. We don't just want the cute fluff. We talking about where is Scarlett? Where is the? I'm sorry, wasn't I supposed to tell your name?
He finally tried to.
I tried to tell.
The whole time
it's been secret all the time.
The whole season.
Who's that lady?
You waited a couple months.
I waited. I did. I held it out. Sorry. It was sooner than a while ago.
Man, and you trying to? All right, I got you.
Because the only reason why we haven't fully come out with it is because Cam would have an issue with the colors behind the scenes. Because if we said scarlet and then we added gray, there would be issues. And so I don't want to cause no problems with our production behind the scenes because we love production behind the scenes.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying? We trying to support all of the things and all the people. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not on it.
No, babe. Nobody's gonna cuss. Nobody's gonna cuss, babe.
This pod is out of control.
It is not.
I'm gonna reel us back in.
Okay.
I'm glad that we got to touch on making sure that people vote. I'm glad that we got to touch on Halloween because I like to laugh at people's Halloween costumes. It's so funny. I watched a video where there was two girls, they were going to a party and they were like, we're gonna go as cows. And the one girl dressed up with like the bigger cow outfit with the whole air thing. Another girl dressed up as like the sexy cow. And she was like, I didn't get the memo. Like they dressed up as two different cows. But that's just going to show you how much fun you can have on Halloween. You can be one or the other. So yeah, I just wanted to do that and make sure we call it that. But today I do, and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on it because this is the opening of a topic that we're going to be touching on. So all of November,
yes,
I want to talk to everybody about a fun subject that I think is most near and dear to my heart, especially as I smell this dang on food in the oven, just smelling so scrumptious. I want to talk about food.
Yes.
And I also want to talk about the things that we feed and the things that we feed us. So when we think about the concept of what food is, right? Food is something that provides nutritional value or nourishment or sustenance to somebody in some form, right? Yeah. It can be a multitude of things. I know. It can be a multitude of things. It's not specific to just food. When we think of like meat, potatoes, and things like that, we think about how you feed your spirit, right? We think about how you feed your mind, right? We think about how we feed systems that impact us. And even going as far as saying like voting is a system that we feed by voting. The more votes we cast, the more we feed into the political system that tells people what we truly think. The less people feed it, the faster it would die on the vine. So we have to pay attention to the things that we choose to feed and the things that we choose to consider as food for ourselves. So I want to start today's conversation on this subject by first coming to you both to ask you a fundamental question. Do you know where you get your food from? And I'm really going to dig into that. Where you being fed?
Yeah.
Do you know the sources of the things that you're choosing to ingest into your life? Where are the sources of water? Where are the sources of air? Like, there's a lot of things we consume and feed off of that we may not be privy to exactly where it comes from or how it impacts us. But I want to start off by asking that question, and I'll come to you first, Johnny, to say, are you aware of what food is and how you feeding yourself? Are you thinking about these things?
Oh my God, yeah, all the time. So we had a good conversation about this before we even got started tonight, right? Just about food and where it comes from. And so I think I shared earlier in the pod, like some episodes ago, that when I turned 30, I was on this whole journey of like being more conscious of the things I eat and what I put into my body and making sure that my food is just not, it's for fuel.
Yeah.
It's not just for enjoyment. Because tonight we were somewhere where everything was fried. And we said, God, dog, I can't. I'm like, my indigestion is going to kick in. I can't do all this fried food. I just can't the older I get. So yeah, I am very conscious of it. Now you posed a question about where our food comes from. That is something that really weighs on me, honestly. Even when I go to the grocery store and I'm looking at food, I'm thinking, like, God, where did this food come from? So that is something that weighs on me. But I think it's important to just be really mindful of the things that you put into your body, because what you feed your body, what you feed will grow, right? Whatever you feed will grow. So what you put into your body is what's going to come out as well. So when we talk about different illnesses and different ailments and aches and pains and all of that stuff, most of it can be tracked right back to the things that we are eating. Yeah. So I'm very conscious of the stuff. Not saying that I always do right. So I'm not going to front like I always do, make the best choices, because I like to have fun too. But yeah, I'm very conscious of that.
So CT, I'm gonna come to you. Same question.
The nuance of the question itself requires us to be more than just this idea that it is food that fuels us. Food we need. But we can function and live in life without food.
Can we?
We can. Now, for an extended period of time, one could just live on water. But because of the way that we need to be able to function in life, we need food. So the question I think I want to make sure that we're tackling for the duration of this month is the fuel, not the food. Because food is fuel for something, but my relationship with you is fuel for something else. So you are food to me. The things that I consume, whether it is from a physical perspective, whether it is from a spiritual perspective, whether it is from an emotional perspective, I'm eating or consuming something.
That's right.
And whatever it is that I'm consuming, digest in a way that then produces something out of me that I may or may not like.
That's true.
And if I'm putting in, like I always used to tell our kids, it is not about what comes. So what comes out of you is based upon what you put inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are putting in a whole bunch of junk,
That's right.
and you expect there's something that's going to come out of you that's good,
right.
you've missed the message.
Mm-hmm.
And so this month, I'd love to have the dialogue that isn't just about what the blessing of what Scotch with E provides to us relative to food, but it is the food and the nutrition that comes into our physical body is only one element of what fuels us.
Yeah.
But the food I need for Christopher is spiritual, is relational, is emotional, psychological. You can name all of the stuff that feeds me, and that thing that feeds me allows me to be the best version of me.
Absolutely.
So
I'm glad you brought that up because I have a challenge for us this month again.
Uh-oh.
I got homework for us.
You
But
got
we can
homework?
get to it later. We can come back to it later.
Talk to us.
When we close out.
What's today? Today's the 4th?
May. No, it's not May. It's not May. You got.
All right, cool.
What's the what? Yeah.
All right, no, that's fine. But no,
Okay.
We can close out.
that's cool. I mean, I'll accept your challenge, but just know that I'm already 4 days off on the month, so just don't hold me accountable.
I don't think so. Not for the first week.
Okay, all right, cool.
First week?
You're already on track.
Long as I
You're
get
already on track.
okay, cool. All right, so I love everything you said because it's true, right?
Yeah.
Like there's so many different things that we can consider food based on what we need to eat.
Yeah.
Right. And I love what you said too, Johnny, like because I have a motto that I live by. I don't feed anything that I don't want to live.
Ooh.
And I mean that.
Say again. Say
I
again.
mean that. I don't feed anything I don't want to live.
Unpack that some.
So, and I mean it very specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeding drama. I'm not feeding negativity. I'm not feeding, people who are trying to take from me. I'm not giving any resources or nourishment to anything that would do me harm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going to do that because the more I feed it, the more it consumes of me.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the less I feed it, the more I'm feeding myself and watching it die or wither on the vine.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's supposed to be sustained by somebody else, that's their problem because
Mm-hmm.
it will never be fed by me.
Mm-hmm.
That bowl of milk that people put out there for the cats to feed the random cats will never come from me. I'm just saying. That's just.
I'm not.
No, I'm just playing.
I'm not.
I think y'all feed random cats.
Easy Monday
No,
motivationers.
I like that.
Hold on.
So then you would never leave milk outside, right?
Hold on.
So that means she don't feed anything she don't want to live.
Public service announcement. I have no idea where my man just went, and I know you didn't either, and it's okay. So it's not you, it's him, and it's okay. All right, where were we?
Yeah, I'm talking about me.
You're right.
I'm only talking about me.
Random cats. Am I feeding
I'm just
cats
saying, but
in the streets?
But did she not prove my point by saying I don't like cats? She would never put milk out.
Because Johnny likes you. Johnny will
But
rest.
she don't like
Johnny
cats enough to
rest.
just put random milk out.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because you sit in the middle. I'm just saying that's my philosophy.
Yeah.
Now, now whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, it's still my choice to feed into things. And if I choose not to, it can persist and live without me. I have no problem with that.
Oh,
but it won't be fed by me, and that's all I'm saying. So I think
if there's a random stray cat outside of your apartment building, you're not putting milk out for that cat.
There probably are random stray cats right now outside of my apartment building who may be wishing someone would leave stray milk out for stray cats, but I have oat milk and it is protein heavy for my protein shakes.
I'm not sure that that's where I like where he went until he mentioned almond
You mean
milk.
the cats?
I'm just Like we got real technical. Like we got almond milk versus 2% versus skim. Like there's different types of milk. So is it?
But anyway,
what does it matter?
It still matters what you feed yourself. If I choose not to feed myself dairy milk, then it's cool.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, again, it still shows the choice that we want to talk about all month.
This is gonna be good.
Choose.
It's gonna be good.
What we want to consume.
No, I love this.
And what we will feed. And feed ourselves.
This
conversation. Yeah, because that's really what it is, right?
Yeah,
because not everything is for everybody.
Not everything is for everybody.
That's true.
But EMM is. Like, share, subscribe. Let's go.
Yeah, EMM is for everybody. I don't care what you eat, what you don't eat, what you know, who you vote for, who you don't vote for.
Tune in, okay?
Whether you like us,
share, subscribe.
It's gonna be good.
If you don't like us, please watch us more. So you can be angry at us. I'm equal opportunity, rage, hate, love, all of it. Right? Okay.
We don't do rage, hate, and love. We do chaos. We do mayhem, and we do Scarlet. That's what we do on this show. Perfect little princess.
She literally hit the perfect little princess.
PLP. That's it. Hashtag PLP. I'm so sorry. Fluff is gone. Hashtag PLP.
Perfect
is what we got. Perfect little princess. I know the truth of it is. What's it say? What's it? How many cocktails?
Actually, I only had
did
one.
He have? I think that's the. I don't think you fed yourself with cocktails.
No, I have not.
I think that's just who you are.
Yeah, that is who he is.
It's just who he is.
I think he just likes to. He
does.
We're here in the space. He's sharing.
We have a lot of fun.
So he's just having fun.
He's just having fun.
This is him.
That is the food that we are going to feed ourselves.
Oh, we are. It's smelling good.
So,
Lisa, you wish you were here for this one.
Yes. So, again, this is just
an opener
conversation to this topic because we want to really build on this, and in the vein of really trying to set up the rest of this.
Oh, of course.
If there was something.
I'm just trying to agree, Johnny. Why you got?
If there was,
agree, Johnny.
If there was something that you would choose, to eat every day for the rest of your life, what would that thing be?
No,
it's a fun question to ask. If you can eat or drink, I'll give you that one thing for the rest of your life without any side effects. What would that thing be?
Side effects?
I'm giving you the pass.
I want Melanie to answer this in the feed.
I want Mel. If you could eat anything you want without any negative repercussions for the rest of your life, what would that thing be? We want to know what that is because it gives us that insight on if you could choose what to feed yourself, what would you go for? Right? Because like me, I'll be honest, I'll go first. I got a problem, right? Like one of the things I absolutely love is like cheese sticks. I like fried food, but I know it's so bad for you, I would never eat it. Like fried chicken and stuff like that.
I love Cam so much. I love Cam so much. That's my best friend.
Y'all are the craziest.
Crazy.
They'll come get it. So, I mean, I do like certain fried food.
Okay.
And I think crab rangoon is one of the things I probably
that's a good one.
Like, just give me that. I'll eat that forever. I'll be good. So what is something if you could choose?
You gotta go first.
Yeah, you would eat for the rest of your life.
You gotta go first.
All right. First, I hope.
Force compliance. So if I have to answer the question, my answer in at the level that is responsible for the show is pizza. I'm having pizza
every day,
all day, no problem. No thing.
You said pizza. Oh, I'm gonna say steak.
Pizza, steak.
I'm gonna say a good ribeye.
Ooh.
But I can't be messing with ribeye. I'm getting old. I can't mess with ribeye.
But again, it has no physical, negative consequences.
It's a good ribeye and Terry's martinis. Like that's hands down. every day to the rest
Stop.
Hold up.
Stop.
Hey, shout out to Terry.
Terry.
Like, if I could have something for the rest of my life, she chose something her husband made. Yep. You was daggone good.
He cooks a mean ribeye too. So hey, like ribeye and martini.
Hey, Terry, you winning because not too many people is choosing what people make at home. Unless you got some good home cooked meals. Like everybody was like, oh yeah, stuff you get at restaurants. She was like, oh, what I get at home. So shout out to Terry for making the good food at home.
Oh, see, look, Mama said pork chops.
No.
Pork chops.
See, you know, she at my house, she can't eat that.
Yep, pork chops.
I don't let my mom eat what she wants when she at my house.
Mama, again, the choice is something you can eat without any negative
nothing, no return.
Right, yeah, including the judgment of other people. Okay, that is a good thing. Now, what is something that you would choose to never eat ever again? If
Never
you could choose.
Easy answer. Easy answer. Easy.
Is it?
No. So there's a story behind this, and Mel could answer this too. The answer is I love Cam so much. Y'all don't understand. Y'all do not understand. Easy Monday motivationers. What? Cam and I are best friends, and we don't spend a lot of time together. And we don't have to say nothing. We don't have to say nothing, and we know the answer. Okay, so my answer is for the public that I can say out loud is Mel knows beets. The answer is beets.
Oh, I love beets.
I hate it.
I love beets.
I could potentially not be married because of beets. That's a whole nother story. Y'all may have heard about it before, but I almost didn't get to marry Mel because they put beets on my plate at grandma and grandpa's house. When I first met Melanie, the test of whether or not I was gonna be okay, grandma put beets on my plate. I don't eat beets. I don't eat them. And yet they put them on my plate, and it was the test to say, and I was responsible. I was like, no, thank you. I don't eat beets. And then grandpa said, we eat the food that is placed on our plate. And I had a decision to make, friends, 26 years ago. Lord Jesus. I had to decide, was this woman, I see you on there, girl. I see you. Was this woman who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with? And so what did I do? I ate the beets. I ate the beets. Never would Jesus. And this is why we together. Beets are, if you want to know how, friends and neighbors, when we think about relationship dynamics, if you want to understand how you keep your relationship tight, you can decide the thing that you don't want to do, you choose to do because of the love you have for the one that you love. You're welcome. That's free. I'm going to charge you later, but that's free. There you go. Beets is my answer all day, every day. No problem. Beets.
Well, shout out to Mel for making him eat his vegetables. It beats being alone. We're coming to you, Johnny.
That's not good. Don't give him that. Don't do that. Don't give him that. Don't give him that. I was good and terrible. That was good and terrible. Johnny, don't encourage this behavior. What you got?
Y'all, this is really hard. I've really been over here thinking.
What would you not eat, Johnny?
For the last 3 minutes.
Turn it off, Johnny. What would you say? Never.
No. What you got?
I don't know, y'all.
Artichokes.
No, I like artichokes.
Radishes.
Oh, I like radishes.
Cabbage.
I guess they don't
Why
cabbage.
do you name all these vegetables?
I know.
Why do you think she anti-vegetable?
I was checking.
Y'all, I really can't think of anything. Mom, do you know anything that I just like refuse to eat?
I hate grits.
Mama
she hate grits.
Yeah, she hate grits. I love grits.
I like grits.
You don't like grits, Cam? I know, Mom. You the only one. Like
I love
grits.
Oh man, oh my god.
Oh no, you go. You go.
All right.
I really
so
can't.
for me, I don't like any slimy seafood. So I'm never gonna eat any mussels, clams, oysters, I can't do it. No. Matter of fact, I think I'm allergic to scallops. I think that actually would kill me if I ate them. So.
I had scallops earlier this week.
Did you? I'm glad they were not poisoning me today. So,
okay.
Yes.
Do you think they will poison you, or do you know that they will?
When I ate them the one time, I had a whole reaction.
At one time at band camp, you did.
I don't need none of them.
So you was Will Smith in the movie?
literally.
Wow.
That's right.
Is that bad?
Mom, you watching? Did I almost die? Was it squid? No, because I'm eating calamari.
Mama said squid. Mama said squid. Mama said squid.
I don't remember. Whatever it was, they gave me something I wasn't supposed to eat, and I almost died. So I typically don't traverse back to things that kill me. So
well, I guess that
donuts though. Donuts.
She said donuts with air in them.
What is that?
It's just like.
What is that? What is donuts with air?
You mean yeasty donuts?
Her husband used to describe like glazed donuts. I don't like donuts with air in them. It's like the perfect description. But even then, I had a glazed donut.
You're referring to very yeasty, bready type donuts that
not the hot
and real bready, but like the Krispy Kreme.
Not the hot and fresh sign.
Oh, you can save that.
Oh my!
Maybe that's
goodness.
Maybe that's it. I don't like Krispy Kreme donuts. Don't hand me a Krispy Kreme donut.
Friends,
I think they're overrated.
She's done. Like when the show's over.
Hold on.
What in the world?
Yeah, because they're the best.
You had a video.
Yeah, because they're the best.
But Riches is good. But like
Riches, they appear.
I mean, I know, but like
up here.
Y'all can't.
We not doing comparison tonight.
But it's a yeast based.
It is the same. It's a donut.
But it doesn't.
I mean, it has a different taste.
Yeah, so I like Krispy Kreme donut.
Okay, that's fair.
Your sister. Your sister.
You was cool with your beets and your slimy seafood, and I respected it.
Well, Johnny,
I said I just wanted to be clear on which one you didn't like.
Johnny, you're judged.
Yeast-based donuts. You don't
judged.
That's not true. I like Krispy Kreme donuts.
Somebody take a picture of Johnny's face.
Yes, ma'am.
Of like
Mauritius, I love their donuts.
Okay, so have you ever had Duck Donuts?
They're so dry and garbage.
So no other donuts outside of Reese's.
That's not true.
Okay, what?
It's a donut. I mean, it's the bakery back at home.
So this is all about donuts?
He asked me a question, I'm answering.
Yeah. Bakery goods?
It's okay. No, specifically donuts.
It's just donuts.
How about podcasts you never participated in? Is that the question? Places you'll never go again, but you know that's a lie. As soon as you put the invite,
you're gonna be back in this episode next week. What you talking about? You paid your fare. What you talking about? Y'all crazy. She crazy. You right, sis. Tell her the entire truth. So you don't like sweets. Let's get to the core of it, Johnny. Be honest.
Krispy Kreme.
She don't like Krispy Kreme.
Okay, fine.
That's fair. That's fine.
I think it's because it's spelled with a K. It's all right. Judgment. Overrated. So where we at?
Wow. So we found out what you guys would eat as much as you could, and we found out the things that you would probably run from as much as you should.
Facts.
The last question I kind of want to that I want to ask you guys on this topic before we move into like final thoughts is: have you ever thought about your personal relationship with food? Have you ever questioned how you learned about food in the healthy way of communicating about how to eat healthy? And the reason why I asked that is because, Johnny, I know we were having a conversation earlier when we talk about how if we like in the last month, I talked, one of the things I said, if we had the right, I would have the right to good food.
Yeah.
Right. For everybody. Right. Yeah. And the reason why I asked this question is because I want to kind of understand your experience with food. Right. Like, do you feel you've had a healthy relationship with understanding what food is, what you thought food was supposed to be for you? And do you think historically you have been introduced to good foods in your life?
I feel like I've been in, and I'll give Melanie a ton of credit for helping me as I'm getting younger, be able to identify that don't do it. I'm talking. There are foods that are better for me as I age in the right way. So she has been a gift in the sense that there are foods that I know I need to have that are good for me. Now, to be clear, we have a vice. Our vice is ice cream. We love
ice cream. Is not a bad snack though.
Ice cream. Well, so all things in moderation.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started this practice. I don't remember how long ago, but we don't like when you go to the ice cream shop, you might get ice cream in a container that comes together. I found this revolutionary idea that if I'm going to get ice cream, I'm getting single scoops of the different kinds of ice cream that I want. It might cost me more, but it allows me the opportunity to have something left over or eat a little bit of one and a little bit of the other versus getting it all at one time and consuming all of it at one time. Yes, it is. There's a discipline that comes with it. Melanie can testify to the truth of this genius idea. Again, it's not a good budget item, but because that's our thing, we could eat ice cream every night if we wanted to. We could. So ice cream is our thing. Okay. But to the extent that when we start thinking about the way that we eat and live, Melanie has been really responsible to make sure that we have something balanced in the context of our diet. To when Christopher makes something, she would like, where's your green thing that goes with it? Right. So she's been really responsible to make sure that that's always been included in what we're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
So first of all, I just want to say to my mother, thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. I hate baked fruit. Even more than I hate Krispy Kreme donuts. So don't give me a cherry pie, an apple pie, a peach cobbler. I do not like baked fruit.
You are being.
And then people always say, like, you ain't have my peach cobbler. I'm like, well, is the peaches baked in the oven? Don't give it to me. I don't like it. I hate baked fruit. I think that's gross. I've got a very complicated relationship with food. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Very complicated. As I've gotten older, though, I have become more responsible because I'm not only feeding myself, but I'm responsible. Like Mel,
right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for my family too, so I'm really conscious of that. But I've not always had a great relationship with food. It's evolving, and then it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like it's changed again as I've entered into a new stage in life. Yeah. Some things that I used to like try to focus on eating, I need more. I don't know. Like I need more protein than what I used to before. As you get older, you know what I'm saying? So it's ever evolving, but I'm always stopping to check in to make sure that I'm taking care of myself first, even if I've had some fun weekends or some, all that great stuff. Some libations, some adult beverages and snacks and all that stuff. But so yeah, it's evolving. It's evolving.
I would say for myself, I had a horrible relationship with food because what people told me I was supposed to eat never made sense to me. So, you go to family events and they have chitlins and, fried chicken and macaroni and cheese and all of these things that traditionally you're just used to eating because that's what your family would serve. But then I would also hear the stories of hyperglycemia and high cholesterol and diabetes. And I'm listening to all of these things that my family members would have. But then I'm looking at the foods that they're choosing. And it started to dawn on me to a point that you made earlier that what we're putting in is what we're getting out of it. So we're putting in bad food in our body, but out of life, we're having diseases.
Yeah.
So it became very vital to me as I got older to have a very, very good relationship with food. Not just in what I chose to eat, but choosing food that gave benefit to me across the board, right? Like, what are super greens, right? Like, what proteins are good for me? What's a lean protein versus a very heavy fatty protein, right? Like, how much water should you really be drinking, right? Like learning the real detailed points of the biology of my body so that I could be very pointed in the decisions that I make. So choosing to eat this versus that, choosing to drink just straight scotch versus all these mixed drinks with the sugar, like learning how to put things into my body that would give me better results as well. Like, because you guys know, like I work out all the time and stuff. It's like, I need to eat things that's going to help me work out. Yeah. I don't need to drink alcohol that's going to take away from my gains. Yeah. So it really became a thing of me going, I have the most unhealthy version of what I thought a relationship with food was at a very early age, because we would just eat all of the things that you were accustomed to eating. And it wasn't
quick and easy.
Very quick and easy. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until I challenged myself to control, and this probably happened like 5 years ago. I challenged myself to control everything that I ingested. I challenged myself to say nothing will come into my body that I did not cook myself or understand how it was cooked, so that I would have a better control of my nutrition and what I was consuming. And that really pushed me down that chef path, right? I already kind of cooked, but it really pushed me further, because it was like, why am I going to this restaurant to eat this thing that these people are making when I can make it myself at home and know every detail of it? So it became a natural progression for me to eat healthy, because I wanted to control what I was putting into my body. Yeah. So I admitted, like, off top, man, like, we had a horrible relationship with food. Like, if you see me at my heaviest, I was almost 375 pounds. It's because I would just eat whatever, right? And nobody ever looked at me and was like, you shouldn't eat that. You should eat that. But then when I started saying I shouldn't eat that, then people started looking at me funny to be like, why are you telling yourself you shouldn't eat that? Because look at me. Look at my big old puffy face and the bad acne and all the crazy stuff that comes with not eating healthy and not living right. The high cholesterol, the blood pressure, the medicine, and all the stuff that they want you to take because you're choosing bad food. The moment I switched that, all of those things went away. Yeah. So I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. I realized that my relationship with food was more vital than any other relationship that I was ever going to have. Right? Okay. Because it was the thing that gave me the energy to get up and go get it every day. And if I'm putting in crap to go attack the world, then I ain't got enough fuel to go really do a good job. Right. So that was really it. Okay. So I want to come to you guys, get your final thoughts. I know we had a lot of fun conversation. I know we touched a bunch of different stuff. We're just kicking off this. We did. I love when you guys come to hang out anyway. Hey guys, so you don't know, happy hour over here is happy.
Oh, forever. It's the best place.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Maybe one day we'll invite some select people to be on the show. We'll do it.
You got to put S on the end of hour. Happy hours.
Happy hours.
Yeah, it's never one. So but I do want to get your guys' final thoughts on today's topic, as well as like what we want to leave everybody with going into this month, talking about food and what we're choosing to feed or feed ourselves. CT, I'm gonna come to you with the fan.
Let me go first. I don't want to. Let me go first. You got a fan up here.
Can you hear the fan in the mic?
You close this out.
You probably could. I was trying to block you out.
What? You're trying to block me out from signing us off?
Okay, listen. Forget them. So this month, since we're talking about what we are feeding ourselves, y'all, for the next 7 days, y'all listen.
Yes.
You know, maybe I don't want to go first. Can I quit? Can I just quit?
Come on, John.
You got it. For the next 7 days.
Next 7 days.
Next 7 days, I want to quit. No, but
it's gonna be a good month. It's gonna be a good month.
Yeah.
Let's just be mindful of the things that we are consuming, whether it's eating, drinking, anything else, right? I'm not even asking you to change it, but just be mindful of the things that you are consuming, because I think when you're mindful of it, it can lead to change, possibly, if you need to change it. I don't know, but like over the next 7 days, that's all I want all of us to do, and then when we come back next week, we'll check in with each other and see what we have noticed. Okay. So same thing for everyone that's watching. Next 7 days, just be mindful of everything. If you got to write it down, but just be mindful of the things that you're consuming.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. See what we come up with.
Final thoughts. This is going to be a good month. I think the thing that we just need to be mindful of is the thing that I am most interested in consuming is humor. So I'm going to be fun. I'm going to just be silly. And I want to be substantive, because we can be more than one thing at the same time. And because I think the way that we express how we are motivated, like the things that feed me are the things that make me laugh. And so I want to laugh this month. I'm not saying we're going to cry this month. Johnny might. E might. I'm not going
to. You
to.
was crying tonight.
Wow. Don't put my business in the streets. Don't put my business in the streets.
There wasn't no tearing up. That man had full-fledged dream.
And I have video footage to prove it.
But it ain't gonna show up on this spot. But I think it's like the evolution of where we're going and what we're doing and how we have been generationally significant in this month. Yeah. I do think there's something to be said about what we have consumed in the last 2 months.
Yeah,
fuels us in a way that we can be fed to have a reasonable, responsible, enjoyable conversation that allows not just the listeners but each of us to find new fuel. Because sometimes when your life changes, what fed you yesterday will not be the thing that helps to feed you tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And so I'm looking for new fuel. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for new food. So I'm looking for the listeners to give us some new fuel, some new food, some new ideas, some new concepts as we think about like this last iteration of where we are as we head into Thanksgiving, as we head into Christmas, as we close out this particular season. We have been generationally fed. The trick becomes now, how do we evolve? And so I'm looking for evolution in the conversation that we have with our listeners, as we have with each other, generationally speaking, as we move into whatever it is season 4 is going to give you. The truth of the matter is our job, our role, and our desire is for us to have a deeper, more engaged experience together. So I'm looking forward to what we're about to do.
Yeah, I'm with you. I definitely agree. I think it's going to be a fun conversation.
Yeah,
I mean, this month is going to be fun.
Yeah,
like, ladies and gentlemen, what y'all don't realize is what y'all don't realize is what we're really focused on this month is trying to make sure that you filter your food, right? You're filtering what you feed yourself emotionally, spiritually, physically. Like, we just want to make sure you understand that you have the ability to filter your food. You do, right? Like, what you choose to consume. If you go on social media looking at stupid stuff every day, that's okay. But you understand that you are what you eat.
That's right.
And if you sitting there looking at these meaningless things all day and never really consuming anything of substance, then you don't have any substantive things to talk about or typically to move with, right? So it is very vital that we focus on that.
Yeah. Vote. Yeah, vote.
Right,
vote.
You gotta vote.
Please vote. 1 day left.
Don't sit it out.
Vote.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for a wonderful conversation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been this is the first time we've ever been able to try to pull this off all together in person. It was a good test. Sorry we were a little later than normal. Sorry we had the technical difficulties. Things come up, but hey, when you're trying to be motivation, man, you got to move through it, right?
Flex.
So,
flex.
So I would love to shout out Cam for doing all of the work to make sure we had this together today.
Put it together.
Yeah, like it was a lot of stuff, a lot of technical difficulties. But our engineer, we wouldn't be here, and that's literally true. That's the reason why I did that like live Instagram live video.
Yeah, it ain't there. I deleted that.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we don't people on these shit.
Terrible. Like, it was horrible.
It was
terrible.
It was terrible.
But no, definitely want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure that you like, subscribe, get on, follow, share with your friends.
Get on? Keep going. Sorry.
Get on and share with your friends. Yeah. Any of your social media handles. Make sure that you're. I'm
not gonna look at him. Sorry.
Make sure that you're tuning in. Because we're here almost every Monday. I don't know how many Mondays.
Not me. Not no more.
Because this Monday tested us.
This was the best Monday we've ever had. What are you talking about? This was the very best Monday ever. Thank you, listeners, for making it real and allowing us to know that we need to do this every time. I'm not even sure why we do it without virtual. Without this, this is nothing. This show is okay. But we're in it together. It's epic, baby.
So I sucker out. I'm trying to. So listen.
Do your thing.
I'm about to. Do your thing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next week. And you can get on. Get up.
You can just chill.
Thank you. You can just chill until the next episode. Peace, everybody.
Peace. All the love, y'all.
Peace.
Let's go.